After all this farce, it'll be the day anything moves fast round here. Look at it. Oi! Mumphead! It's no good tickling that now. It won't laugh. Hit it. What's the matter? You got cramp or something? Somebody died in whose memory you're working at funeral pace? New experience for you, isn't it? 30 years.
You haven't had me complain.
You know something about your kind.
I'm your kind now. I've got your wedding ring to prove it. Not a very big wedding ring, not even a new wedding ring.
What, you want me to buy new jewellery? What sort of idiot buys new jewellery? Now, let's face it, I've heard you not complaining. What, the hernia playing up again, is it, Vi? You can complain louder than anybody I know. When you get that stiff upper lip on, you deafen everybody with your not complaining.
Twinge of conscience. You feel guilty.
What have I got to feel guilty about?
Because you're driving everybody into the ground.
Well, somebody's got to. We're knock up to the eyeballs.
They didn't build Rome in a day.
Italians, don't tell me about Italians. Just tell me how to put a fire under the arses of that mob. Look. You can't do better than that. Why don't you get between the shafts and put the horse on the seat? Oi. You think I pay you two £5 a day to get signs up crooked? For £2 a day I can get signs up crooked?
Load of timber, Mr. Arnold Cole.
Take it down the back, will you?
I've got to see the cash.
Oh, I see. It'll be one of them days, is it?
My instructions are cash on delivery, no unloading until I see the cash.
Well, what we got here? Lord Rothschilds or something? Can't go anywhere without his pockets bulging with reddies?
I've got to see the money, Gov.
And so you shall, my son, so you shall. Oi, you two, come here. Hold this man's horse for him. Don't guarantee they'll hold it straight, but it'll be safe enough.
Right, Gov.
What cash? We have no more cash.
Well, that's all right. There's no office yet, either. Here, why don't we cut your brother in for a few?
No, we're not asking Clive anymore. He's helped us more than enough.
Please yourself. Follow me, old son, into the office.
People, I'm in the middle of things electrical.
Oh, leave it. Get outside. You'll find a horse with two idiots on one end. Get them to take it round the back and unload the timber, right?
Now?
Yes, right now, you Welsh bonehead. Now. Right, son? Come on, don't fight it. Just go along with it. Now, look as if you're pointing at something in the plane. Well, show me something on the plane. Got a problem.
What problem's that, Mr. Cole?
Well, I don't know what problem. Any bleating problem. Just point at the plane. Be with you in a minute, mate. Won't be a sec.
Well, what is it you want to see, Mr. Cole?
Do you mean to say that there's not one single problem on this plane? Then why ain't the work finished? Why am I having to send people outdoors to make film in this weather? One day of bad weather and we're ruined, right? Are we all religious men here?
Well, I'd say yes to being religious, Mr. Cole.
Right. Let's have a short prayer for good weather. Come on. Well, what's the matter with you? You an atheist or something? You can't raise a whisper for good weather? Come on.
I'm praying.
Right. All of you, hands together. Short prayer to the governor.
I'm cold.
When you're not working, it's cold. When you're working, it's always warm.
Oh, we should have brought a blanket.
She's wrapped up like an Eskimo now. Look at the way she's padded.
I want a blanket. We should have put more clothes on her.
She's supposed to be pretty little Dottie Brewer.
I'm getting pretty old, little Dottie Brewer. How long am I supposed to play this kid?
She's going to look like fat little Dottie Brewer.
Do you have to be a swine to your own child?
I keep on telling her she's getting fat. It's all those damn sweet sheets.
Dry your eyes, sweetie. Come on. They're going to look terrible on camera. Now, did you bring a blanket?
Nobody mentioned blankets, Mother.
just about everything else, but nobody said blanket.
Am I supposed to think of everything? Will you go back to the van and see if there's a blanket there for your sister?
You know my hair,
I want
Mother.
to freeze out here.
Are you asking? Are you really asking?
You heard that? Are you just going to stand there?
Do we have to fight all day and every day?
She started. It was Clara.
Keep quiet.
There are still places I can whop you that don't show on camera.
You swine!
When I'm famous, we'll leave him.
Can I have that in writing?
You'll feel better once we start the picture. You're always the same before we start.
Do you think we'll ever start? Where the hell is Max?
You know Max. He likes a big entrance.
With a nose like that, he needs a big entrance. He's wrong for me, Cora.
Oh, give him a chance. He's managed you for years.
For managing me, he's right. For directing me, he's too... Max.
Give it a try. If you don't like what he's doing, make him listen to you.
He's a great talker, our Max. But a listener. Anyway, suddenly I'm working for him. You've seen the signs, Legendre and Cole, moving pictures.
Max is nobody's fool.
And I'm everybody's fool. You think that's a great combination?
This looks like Max's entrance now.
My God, he looks like a buffalo. This is going to be the first time I've been directed by a buffalo.
Where do you want this, Miss Legendre?
Just carry things, Hector. You're not here to chat all day. I do hope the boy doesn't prove to be a gossip.
Smile for Monsieur Legendre.
I don't like him.
You damn well better like him.
Oi! 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 You can't bring that in here. Didn't you hear me calling? Oi, I was calling oi, and you were taking off a blind bit of notice. Why do you think I was calling oi? Vehicles is prohibited on these municipal pathways.
Get rid of this idiot, somebody. Take his name in case we need a comic park keeper. In my view, he's strenuously overacting.
Oh, so that's the way it is. All right. Hands off! I'm not having it. Let me go. There'll be consequences here. I wouldn't be in your shoes, not now, I wouldn't. Manhandling park keepers, what's only doing their duty. I don't care how many fur coats it's got.
Hello, Percy.
Miss Brewer?
Miss Brewer? What's wrong with Clara?
What's wrong with Clara is last time I called you Clara, you nearly hit the roof.
I was in a funny mood.
Well, how was I supposed to know?
Well, girls do get moods, you know.
They do round me. I don't know why. It's not as if I've not got any personality. I mean, I wear my cap back to front and these horrible glasses. Plus, I used to have all sorts of captivating spots on my face. They seem to be getting better. Don't ask me why. It's not as if I've not stopped thinking about girls all the time.
Any old girls?
Just the pretty ones.
Oh, not the ordinary ones like me.
Why should I think about you? Just because I keep writing your name on bits of paper all the time?
You do?
To give you some idea, whose photograph do you think I carry on the inside of my sandwich tin lid?
You took this?
It's part of my job to take the stills round here.
Not of a nobody like me.
Do you think I'd put a nobody on the inside of my sandwich tin lid?
It's got jam on it.
Yeah. Homemade strawberry.
You take a good photograph, Percy. Makes even me look like I ought to be on the screen.
You ought to be, Clara. No kidding.
Well, no one's going to think so if all you do is put me on the inside of your sandwich tin lid, are they? Oh, forget it. It's just a silly idea. Hey, congratulations. I heard about you being promoted to cameraman.
Thanks.
Well, I've never looked through one of these things. Is this where you look through?
No, you bent your head down here, look.
Oh!
God, I'm sorry. I'm always doing things like that.
It's all right.
It's not all right. Machinery I can handle. I'm all thumbs with...
Girls?
Just the pretty ones. With the ugly ones, I never put a foot wrong. I've got a real talent for the ugly ones.
You think I'm pretty, do you, Percy?
Why do you think I'm standing on my cap? You don't belong on my side of this thing, Clara. A face like yours ought to be out there in front.
Me?
Gosh, yes. I think so.
It's no good, though, is it? Just thinking so. Oh, I'm really happy for you, Percy.
Hello? Highlands 458, please, sir.
Bless you, Llewellyn.
What for, ma'am?
For being alert to all the little courtesies my husband remains oblivious to.
I got the timber out, didn't I?
You get straight in a bath, Mrs. Cole. Do you good, it will.
I'm going to soak until I'm wrinkled. His name's Appleby. Let's hope he brings us some luck. Nanny.
My goodness, look at the state of you.
I'm all right, Nanny. I just need a bath and 3 weeks' rest.
No, you're not all right. And you haven't been all right ever since you took up with him and his filthy old lorry. When I think of the carriages you used to drive.
Oh, don't be such a snob, Nanny.
Well, you pack in this Welsh water, Raleigh lark. Have you seen the looks I'm getting?
She's pulling a whack, Annie. I like her.
So you can't wait to spoil her? Same as that bleating ginger Tom you brought in the house. Pissed all over the premises.
Marking its territory, that's all. Tomcats do that.
You couldn't use a bit of chalk?
Can't you stop bellowing down there?
She's gonna have to go. Don't be daft, Annie. She cooks like an angel.
Yeah. How much do you reckon this place would fetch, eh? Here, Mouldy. There is one way we can raise a bit of capital. I've had a vision.
Will you get out of here, please?
What's the matter with you?
You don't come barging in here. You knock on my door first.
Oi, I'm not the bloke from up the road. We are married, you know.
Take that stupid hat off in the house.
What's stupid about it? It's just an hat.
You don't wear it indoors.
I wear my head indoors, don't I?
Not necessarily for long, if you keep barging in here.
Cool, I met some weird women in my time.
Yes, I can believe it.
Yeah, but some of them knew how to be a comfort to a man.
I can believe that, too.
Don't underestimate it.
I don't.
Come here, let me do your hair. You know, my old woman had a strong head of hair. Not a bad right hand, either.
Your mother?
Yeah.
You never talk about your people.
Nah, the neighbours did.
I know nothing about you, do I? I have the stranger in my bed.
And from my room, it's a long walk to get there.
I don't make the effort on my behalf.
What you getting all stiff-necked about?
Don't do me any favours, will you?
I didn't say it wasn't worth it. Did I say it wasn't worth it?
Well, don't rate me on some scale of comparison with your tarts.
Well, you want a school report? Should do better next term.
I can do my own hair, thank you.
For a plain woman with a crabby temper, is surprisingly capable of moments of genuine tenderness.
How plain?
Yeah, but the thing that gets right up my nose is why do we always have to have a row?
Perhaps because you're such a fountain of tact, my husband.
Yeah, but I make that bleak night to your bedroom and it's fantastic. You go like a rattlesnake and then we always have a row. I've had more intimate bollockings.
It's going to be a long uphill grind, Arnold.
Here, give us that brush. Let me do your hair. Come here. You know, for a hard woman, you've got surprisingly soft hair.
Not plain?
No, it's not plain. It's beautiful. But a woman's crowning glory is her ability to economise on the domestic budget. Now, take that old party downstairs. How much does she get for her in wages?
Nanny stays as long as I stay, Arnie.
Oh, that's nice. Here I am, getting married, thinking to myself, Arnie, there's one thing in your favour, mate. There's no mother-in-law. And then wallop, this vicious old party turns up.
You're afraid of her?
Well, Well, couldn't we have her put down or something? Be kinder, wouldn't it?
Have you tried getting on with her?
Well, she never listens. She's like talking to a brick wall. She never listens to anything anybody else has to say. How do you two communicate?
By signs of affection.
Huh? I sit down for 2 minutes. She's going round me with a carpet sweeper, singing hymns. That's what I come home to, bleeding hymns and separate bedrooms.
I'm glad there's somebody who can put some fear into you. What's this vision you say you had about raising capital?
Oh, well, I've been thinking.
Yes?
Well, I don't see why we need this bleeding great barn of a place.
I see.
Yeah, but we could have a nice little flat built down at the studio. Live on the premises.
I will not give up this house, Arnie.
Yeah, but I could be there all the time. Getting films made, pushing pictures through.
The answer is no. You live there if you wish. You practically do anyway. But I will not relinquish this house. You've had everything else. I've got nothing left.
Maud, as soon as we get a couple of pictures made, I'll buy you a castle.
What, before my child comes? And where am I supposed to have my child, eh? On a prop table? Between custard pies? On a comedy set?
Yeah, we need the money, Maud. But behind with a picture.
Oh, damn the picture.
Oh, that's a great attitude, isn't it? Damn the picture. Listen, if that film falls flat on its arse, the bailiffs are going to be taking this bleating place anyway. Yeah, why don't we ask your brother for a few quid?
Will you get out of here?
Arnie!
What?
Max on the phone. They've packed in the location.
Well, they finished?
They haven't started yet. Some trouble with the council. They've been turfed out of the park.
That's Max's diplomatic touch. All right, tell them all to come back to the warehouse right now, OK?
Right.
Right. I want that idiot where I can see him, all right? Even if we have to shoot the whole film indoors. Now, we've got to get that warehouse finished. Now. Right now.
Keep walking.
People, put it down. Why can't we have this animation when the camera's turning? The instant we crank the handle, you crowd people turn to cardboard. Now there's somebody hammering. Bring me the fool that's hammering.
Roger, Mr. Legenda, sir.
You crowd people are being paid to provide animation, liveliness. Why do I get sleepwalkers? We have this little disparity here. Here I am trying to make a film about people being people, and you're all trying to make a film about people being wooden. You. Yes, you. Twitching person. Have you any acting experience?
Oh, a lifetime, Monsieur Legendre.
It doesn't show. Do you know what talent is?
I know what talent is, Mr. Legendre.
Any of you?
Mr. Legenda, sir.
I'll tell you what it is around here. It's invisible. Meanwhile, until a wooden film turns up for you to do, can we do it my way? Where's my rostrum? Why isn't it here? Damn it, why do I have to wait for everything?
It's coming, Mr. Legenda, sir.
Why not just hit me with it, Hector?
I'm very sorry, Mr. Legenda.
Position. Will you stop that
hammering? Max, if this is going to take long, I'll be in my dressing room. And when I say dressing room, I mean that unheated corner of... You know what I mean.
Won't take long, Cora.
It's taken all morning. None of us have had any break. Neither have you. I do realize that. And of course, we shall all continue happily Until you decide to call a break and put an end to all these bellies rumbling around here. It's beginning to sound like a train.
I want it right, Cora.
There's not a stomach here. It doesn't agree with you.
From the top.
You're a fool.
My father's very words.
Turn the camera. And... Cut! What do you want?
You sent for me, Mr. Legenda.
Why, Schlesson, who is this person? What does he want? Has he nothing to do?
You wanted to see him, Mr. Legender.
I did. They told me.
Oh, speak up, man. God save me from the incomprehensible diction of the working classes.
They told me you wanted to see me.
Who did?
He was doing the hammering, Mr. Legender.
I'm pleased to hear it. I'm delighted the oaf doesn't spend all his time idling under my feet. Get him out of here!
You wanted it stopped.
Don't you start muttering as well.
I'll get rid of him, Mr. Legender.
Be quick about it. Please, this way. I've got a film to make here! Positions, everybody. Mood, please, maestro. Turn the camera. Animation. That's it. Slower in front of the camera, darling. Gilbert, use your last penny to buy an apple. Your last penny you're in love, a twitching person. Take in Gilbert and Cora. That's it. It's your lost youth. More animation behind the barrel. Splendid, splendid. And ready when you are, Corky.
This balcony's too high.
Cut!
I'll never take a fall off here onto that batter.
You set it up.
I've changed my mind.
How are we going to get a double at this stage?
That's your problem.
I'll do it.
You know how to fall, son?
I can learn.
The hard way.
Listen, the kid wants to take the fall, let him take the fall. Come on, move.
That's my decision.
Then make it. You'll be all right, kid. Just roll when you hit the ground, all right?
Be in agony, of course.
Oh, well, that's the magic of filming, isn't it? You get it wrong a few times, we'll let you keep doing it till you get it right.
Mr.
all right?
Cole, will you leave my floor?
Your floor? They scream through a bleating trumpet at me and I'm supposed to leave the floor?
Oh, God, here they go again.
Will you stop interfering with my directorial function?
Is that what you call it? A directorial function?
Can we go into the
All
office,
these
please,
people
both of
standing
you?
around scratching
Let's
their
discuss
asses
this
on
in the
my
office,
wage
shall
bill.
we?
You're going to get a boot up your directorial function, Miles.
And shut the door.
I should leave my floor.
My floor.
For some parrot who squeaks through a trumpet.
Stick to your hawking. Disabuse yourself of any notion of creative control.
If you have to bellow at each other like two animals, will you kindly do it in here and keep your voices down?
Listen, stick this in your trumpet. It's my film.
Well, not when I'm directing.
Directing, he calls
When
it.
I'm directing, the floor is mine!
Directing what? Show me the film. Where is all this directing?
You'll get my film when they get it right.
Listen, by that time we'll be bust. What am I saying? We are bust.
Then hustle more money. That's what you do, isn't it?
Not for you to punch away.
You want me to make rubbish?
I want you to make something.
That is what I'm trying to do. You stop interfering on the floor!
Interfering? You're gonna see some interfering. You get involved with business with me, my son, you're gonna see some interfering.
You have artistic qualifications, of course.
Artistic? Just don't give me artistic, give me footage.
I will. And it'll be good. You don't deserve it, but it'll be very good.
It's no damn good if it's too late to bail us out of the gloop we're in.
Sacrifice performance!
Performance? The only bleeding performance I ever see is yours. I don't smuggle out good for me. You don't take to the
Stop sniveling at each other, both of you, both of it! Stop it!
You all right, babe? You all right? Sure? Yeah. Now what you done? But look at you. What's this Carruthers in a jungle outfit?
Those lights are hot, damn it!
Oh, you keep your voice down!
Under a hat like that, I suggest you never give me fashion notes.
What's wrong with this hat?
Will you tell him, Mrs. Cole, or shall I?
Listen, there's no camera turning out here, and you worry about bleeding
Absolutely
it.
wasting your time, both of you, with this perpetual bickering. Like it or not, you're going to have to work together. Incompatible or not, you've tied yourselves together contractually.
Listen, I had to take this bastard to get Corky Brown. I delivered him, don't you forget it. And now you can't handle him. A full-foot comic, and you can't handle him.
I can handle him.
Then get out on that floor and show me.
Right.
Right.
Max is right.
Right?
We are going to have to do something about your appearance.
Hey?
He's not yet accustomed to the colour.
What colour? You call this a colour?
Well, Madam asked for something of a subdued niche.
Yeah, well, she ain't got to wear the bleating thing, has she?
Oh, it complements the gentleman's face.
It's ridiculous.
Well, you can throw this thing away.
Listen, you can get good money on it like that.
Yes, for playing a fiddle in the street.
Thanks, Lou. Are you just going to sit there and frown?
As I said when we made it, I think we've got to see what it is, don't you?
No, not yet. What do we want to see it for?
The audience will want to see it.
They can see everything they need. Every gag worked, didn't it?
They'll want to know what's on the end of the rope.
Of course they'll want to know what's on the end of the rope.
And quite frankly, old boy, so would I.
Old boy? Suddenly I'm old boy?
Just a turn of phrase, that's
Well,
all.
turn it up your ear hole. This is me, your former employer, remember?
Yes, I was hoping you to be big enough not to resent our reversal of roles.
I still pay you to manage me, Max.
Must have a talk about that.
You're through, Max. I'm firing you.
Yes, I think that's the most ethical thing to do under the circumstances. We don't want any conflict of interest, do we?
Keep pushing me and I won't work for you.
Read your contract, old boy. Better still, get a good manager to read it for you.
You know what show business is?
Boring.
For the audience, it may be boring. For the artistes, it's supposed to be exciting.
Says who?
My wife's mother, a woman of startling incomprehension. She thinks I spend every working hour going through the 10 Commandments with an axe. I'm bored already. I haven't been in the business 2 minutes.
I didn't volunteer. It's Corky's idea. He gives me a part. He thinks it keeps me out of mischief.
And he's dead right there. This sure as hell doesn't feel like mischief.
I thought you liked playing cards.
What's there to like about playing cards? It fills the time.
Profitably.
So you've lost a few bob, you learn. Do you think we all start in show business knowing how to play cards? It's something you pick up. Like the occasional theatrical landlady. I do appreciate, of course, I'm talking about the good old days. I used to be solo. Did you know that?
What happened?
I got married. That's what happened. Couldn't wait to be a double act. We sang love songs together. It's a hell of a way to run a marriage. Singing love songs all the time. I must have left her 15 times.
I like a man who knows his own mind.
Why could I leave her? Every time I leave her, she gets a lump in her breast. How can I leave her with a lump in her breast? As soon as I walk back in the house, the damn thing goes down.
It's not a bad love song you're singing right now.
Think I wouldn't leave her otherwise? It's like a walnut. You can feel it. I wish somebody would feel it. I wish I could catch some bastard feeling it. But I really could leave her. You're going to play that card or just wave it about?
She loves you.
I know. What sort of sneaky trick is that to play after all these years?
And 30,000 love songs.
Well, that was just the matinees.
Mr. Brewer, your daughter. Where is your daughter?
You mean the small little bitch or the tall little bitch?
Dottie.
She'll be with her mother. It's lesson time. Learning Daddy's faults at Mummy's knee.
I hope she's dressed.
Dressed? We've all been dressed. Listen, I can't afford to keep playing cards with this man forever.
Oh, you'll learn. I spent my life killing time. That's what the business is. The noble art of killing time.
God save me from the malice of small comedians. Yet I shall rise, Hector, like a phoenix from the ashes of his performance. Such a dreary little sod. You been upsetting him, Hector?
No.
Somebody's been upsetting him.
Mr. Legendre.
God's sake, see what he wants.
I know what he wants. He wants to show you a photograph, Mr. Legendre.
His holiday snaps I don't need right now.
It's of a girl, Mr. Legendre.
You should see this, Mr. Legendre. She photographs really well.
He wants to show me photographs of naked girls.
She's not naked, Mr. Legendre.
Not naked? What's she trying to hide, laddie? All right, turn him back, Hector.
You call this a double? 8'3", and you call this a double?
Take him from the right angle, he won't look 8'3".
Some double I keep having these conversations with his navel.
And what does it say?
It says when you've broken a leg or two, you'll be shorter.
Oh, well, it exaggerates.
Does he know how to fall?
Positions, everybody. When he dives from the balcony, I don't anticipate he'll have any problem in knowing how to fall.
You don't even know what I'm talking
Can
about.
we get on with it?
It's not just that he might break his head. What's he gonna look like? 8'3", wallowing through the air like a flying sack of horse manure.
I got my first big break into pictures playing a flying sack of horse manure.
Physical comedy's got to be neat. You gotta move like your bones are made of jelly.
You want it neat, you do it.
For good pictures, I beat my brains out. But this one's gonna be a stinker.
All right, positions, everybody. Clear the floor. Performers only on the floor.
Mr. Legendre.
Ready, Mr. Legendre.
Ready. You call this ready. I said performers only on the floor.
The floor's all clear, Mr. Legendre.
Remove that actor. That actor is not required for the scene. Order him to leave.
Back off, Max.
I do not require that actor. Remove him. If you wish to continue as assistant here, Hector. You're holding up production, Mr. Brown. We're all waiting.
Please, Mr. Brune.
All right, Hector. I'm going. A nice person you're working for.
From the top, everybody.
You should have hit him.
Have you seen what he's standing on? I couldn't even reach him.
And so you're gonna get drunk. Oh, that'll show everyone who's got the talent round here.
Aren't you wanted outside?
Oh, they're doing the fall first. What are you gonna do about that boy? He's gonna hurt himself.
Nothing. 6 foot tall. Young, handsome. You think he's got problems? Look at me.
Stop it. What about Max?
What do you want me to do about Max? Go out there and savage him? You'd like to see me maul him? Not all at once. No, start with a leg or something. Maybe bite his knee. That's it. I'll bite his knee. There's nothing festers faster than a bite of a comedian. He gets his teeth into his kneecap and he'll rue the day. I only want to make funny pictures.
I know.
It's hard to make laughter, so why do I end up feeling sad all the time?
Do you know what I hate about this business? Talking to painted faces. Look at us. We can't even embrace without flaking off all over each other.
My dad could make 'em laugh. He died by inches because my mother didn't think he was funny.
What are you doing?
I'm taking it off.
But you'll be wanted out there in a minute.
No, I won't. And neither will you. Not with this director.
Corky, you can't just throw all these people out of work.
Watch me.
You then? Almost got knocked over by some twonk in a lorry, didn't I?
I'm glad you're dressed for bad news.
What's that?
Corky's walked out. He refuses to work with Max.
What?
He's walked out.
Where are they now?
I don't know, they've all gone somewhere.
That is all I need. Good. Right! Jesus Christ.
Is that where you at?
Your temper didn't improve matters.
It did me. I feel better.
Well, it's gone too far. They won't be reconciled.
A pair of knacker shears, they ought to be reconciled. I asked for speed, he gives me this. Artistic, he calls it. For a director, he runs a great line in empty sheds here, doesn't he?
Well, you're stuck with him, I'm afraid.
Is that your idea of aid and comfort?
Can he direct?
Well, opera, maybe. Shakespeare. But all so gone on culture, nobody notices a bit of crap. But films, well, they're for errand boys and shop girls and wives with varicose veins and lumps from their husbands, you know. You don't get them sort of pennies thrown away on culture.
I think Max has been directing the wrong thing.
Yeah, my sodding picture.
He ought not to be on comedy.
You're right. I don't find the bastard funny.
He's got such a flair for the overdramatic. Let him make you a melodrama. They're popular.
The Corky Brown? With a baggy pants comedian, I make
No,
a
no.
melodrama.
Let Corky finish his own picture and put Max on another one.
Well, where's the money coming from?
Well, we've gone broke on one. We may as well try for two.
What, we get your brother to stick
No,
in
we
for
don't
you?
ask Clive.
What, we sell the house?
We do not sell the house, Arnie.
Well, what then?
Look, I've got you dressed half decently. I can get you an appointment at the bank. The rest is up to you.
The bank?
Yes, the bank. ought not to let the bank see the lorry. It's not the kind of lorry a bank should see.
You want me to drive around the corner?
Yes. No, then we shan't see the bank. We'll stay here. Hope he's got the sense to pretend it's not his lorry.
Are we going to have to do another moonlight?
What?
I was wondering if we're going to have to do another moonlight.
No, thank you. What's a moonlight?
Flit.
Flit?
Arnie gets entangled this deep. It usually ends with a moonlight. I was hoping we cracked it this time.
My God, how many moonlights have you done?
Lots. You travel with Arnie, we never really unpack.
Well, you can unpack this time, Llewellyn. We may not be able to save the picture, but there'll be no more moonlights.
I'm glad about that. I could get used to a roof over my head.
He wants me to sell that, too.
Goodbye, roof.
Ah, don't you believe it. Oh, dear.
Farewell, regular meals.
You miss your playing, don't you, Violet? Would you like to play for the actors? You could help set the mood of their scenes. It would be a great help to us, Violet. I'll speak to Arnie. Go on, play some more.
My feet are cold.
Put something on.
He said naked, didn't he?
Claire, I don't even know if he was serious.
Of course he was serious. Directors don't joke about like that.
I don't usually ask to see girls naked either.
Well, of course they do if they're being considered for a part in a picture.
He didn't mention any part.
Well, he won't do till he's seen me. Percy? What's the matter with you? Don't you want to help me?
Your mother's going to kill me.
Oh, hello.
How's the arm?
Oh, still on.
Still think you're a damn fool. But I brought you these anyway.
Oh.
His arm's fine, Dux. Don't you worry about him.
Solid paneling, look at that. Eh? It's convenient for all amenities. It's very snug in the winter, you'll notice that. And this is the main bedroom.
Oh, my God.
Also in a good state of repair. Note the sumptuous fittings.
Curtains included?
Well, we could talk about it. See that? Genuine Chinese wallpaper. Solid brass. I told you. Did I lie? Coming out here. I'll show you another room.
He's mad. Start raving mad. I'm married to a lunatic.
This carpet's worn.
Worn? That's just bedding in.
Who is this person?
Don't hurry him. I think he's nibbling. I think we got us a buyer.
A buyer? I'll give you a buyer. This house is not for sale.
Comes to the crunch and how sentimental they get.
You get him out of here before he learns how temperamental I can get.
You make her an offer, she'll bite your hand off if the price is right. Up this way. Come on, there's more rooms up here. Now this is the... Oh, yes. That's the... that's the nanny's room.
Will you get it into your head once and for all that this house is not for sale?
All right. I'll show brother for the money to help us finish the film, both films. As your husband, I can sell this house. I've got the legal rights.
All right, I'll ask my brother. Now get this man out of here!
You piss off. I'm going. I should make up your bleeding mind. Just teach you to get snotty about people's carpets. Go on, piss off.
Another moonlight?
Eh? No, not another moonlight. This time we're staying. Got a picture to finish. 2 pictures. Hey, listen, I need a story. Something with human appeal. A weepy. Here. We got 14 shelves of books through there. Come on, let's get a story.
What about copyright?
Well, look, don't give me copyright. I'm not going to use a story as it is, am I? I just want a story that I can,
Steal?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say that, but steal's good enough. Come on, let's get in there. Hey, Mouldy!
Don't call me Maudie!
Look, love, do you think you can find an old party out there that can make us a huge pot of coffee? I'll be up later, love. I promise.
Prod off!
Bit of a story.
Ready?
Yeah.
Now.
The thing about literature is, there's loads of good stories in it. If you can cut through all the crap.